YouTubers, it is I, Hellgear, and this is a Snoopytown Tale update report. Now, first and foremost, to everyone who's been enjoying and watching the Snoopytown Tale series, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of you and all of your support. It means the world to me. Second, I know there haven't been episodes of Snoopytown Tale, and for a decent reason. During the events of Space, I finished all of Ethan's quests, and that's essentially it. So, there's also that issue that I've been going with in my personal life that I mentioned before in another video, but I'm not on that. This is Town Tale business. And quite the rumor came up. Remember when I said during my series there was one character in the Town Tale world that was more obscure than even Dolores? Well, they're adding that character. At least that's what the rumor I was told. So I decided I need a confirmation. So we're going to the source of everything, Pixel's website, and this is what they're saying. New amusement park mini events. So I'm gonna just scroll down a bit. We got Snoopy right here. This is straight off of Pixel's website. A new chapter is right around the corner. Get ready for an incredible experience at the amusement park. Meet Charlotte Brown. Charlotte Brown is in town and she's going to be heard. New chapter, amusement park. New amusement park mini events and several bug fixes. Now, to those of you who are faithful to Charles Schultz in the Charlie Brown series in the comic strips, Charlotte Brown is someone familiar to you. I knew this girl, and this girl is very familiar. She is the most obscure character, but she's also one of the most significant characters. In fact, she is the most significant female character in Schultz's entire Little Folks series. So, to those of you who don't know her, I'm going to tell you what they have on her on the wiki. And of course, as always, if you can't read it, don't worry, I got you. So let me tell you a little bit about Charlotte Brown. She's a minor female character from the strip Peanuts by Schultz. Her name is a corruption of Charlie Brown's. Actually, some would say that it's the Rule 63. However, Charlotte Brown, well, Charlotte being the female version of Charlie, but her name Brown isn't spelled like the color for good old Chuck and Sally. It's spelled B-R-A-U-N, more of a German affixation. I believe it's German. I know it's somewhere in Europe. Charlotte's first appearance was on November 30th, 1954. She was introduced as a female counterpart to Charlie Brown, a role later taken up by Sally. Charlotte has a very dominating personality. Oh, where was I? Yes. Complete with obnoxious loud mouth with that's bad wiki writing. It should say complete with an obnoxious loudmouth voice. Yeah. She usually appears with Violet. She denies anything having anything in common with her wishy-washy near namesake, Charlie Brown, forcing Charlie Brown to shout in one strip, "You don't have to be so insistent." Okay, this tells me right now, since they plan on bringing this girl in, she may have some actions that work with Violet. So, this is what they have on her. Brown hair, blue dress, similar to Lucy, and she's quite mouthy, apparently. Charlotte's life in the strip was very short-lived. She made only a handful of appearances, the last of which was on February 1st, 1955. A victim of being an underused supporting character with limited comic potential. Her bossy loudmouth traits survived, however, in the form of Lucy, who gained much storyline potential after her personality was changed in the 50s. Until that time, Lucy had functioned as a more wide-eyed child wonder. So, this is the first appearance of her in the strip. Let's take a look at that, actually. Take a look. Here. So, zoom in a little bit further.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name is Charlie Brown. All my friends refer to me as Charlie. It's good old Charlie Brown. That's what my friends call me too, huh? Good old Charlotte Brown. Oh no.
But here's what made so much of an interesting story around here, this next part. Again, it says she was short-lived and while she was bouncy and loudmouth, but check it out. This is something that's in the history books right here. In 2000, it was revealed that a Peanuts fan named Elizabeth Swain wrote to Schultz, requesting him to remove Charlotte Brown from the strip. Schultz replied that he would be willing to do so, but said that the person who wrote to him would be responsible for, quote, the death of an innocent child. Schultz concluded the letter with a picture of Charlotte Brown with an axe in her head. The letter is now in the United States Library of Congress. That's right, folks. Charlotte Brown is officially the one character who was killed in the series. Wow, they actually have a copy of the letter? Can we read this? Wow. Miss Elizabeth Swain. Yeah. So, let's see. January 5th, 1955. Alright, that's when the letter was written. Okay, let me see if I can read this. Dear Miss Swain, I am taking your suggestion regarding Charlotte Brown. I will eventually wait. Jesus, I can't read that penmanship completely. Let me see. I will eventually discard her. Oh, wow. If she appears anymore, it will be my... Wow. I can't read all of this, unfortunately. That's really good penmanship, Schultz. Let me see. If she appears anymore, I will be know something that you already... Da-da-da-da-da. Wow. That's unfortunate. Can't read all that. I got your letter in because someone blah 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 blah. I can't read all that. Shin. That's unfortunate. Saying that they hate her. Oh, so yeah, you must have got a letter because someone wrote in saying that they hate her. Okay, that must be what you're saying. Remember, because that you and your friends will have the death of an innocent child on your conscience. Are you pleased to receive such a responsibility? Thanks for writing, and I will hope that this picture... Wow. I hope that the picture below will please you. Sincerely, Charles Schultz. And as you can see, there's Charlotte with the axe in her head. Wow. I can't read all of that, which is unfortunate. So, there it is, folks. Because a particular reader didn't like the character and the lack of development she had, Schultz agreed to essentially kill her. And as a result, told to the writers that it's on your conscience for the death of an innocent child. And as you can see, there she is, axe in the head. And underneath it says the axe. Discarding Charlotte Brown's response from Schultz saying, okay. Translation. I am taking your suggestion regarding Charlotte Brown and will eventually discard her. If she appeared anymore, it will be in strips that were already completed before I got your letter, or because someone writes in saying that they like her. Remember, however, that you and your friends will have the death of an innocent child on your conscience. Are you prepared to accept such responsibility? Thanks for writing. I hope that future releases will please you. Sincerely, Charles M. Schultz. So essentially, because Elizabeth Swam and her friends didn't like Charlotte Brown's character, they essentially gave Schultz the suggestion to kill this little girl, making her the only character in the Snoopy universe of Peanuts and Little Folks that was actually killed off. Some strips featured Charlotte Brown were included in the 2001 book Peanuts, Art of Schultz. All strips featuring the character were finally reproduced in 2004 and 5 in the second and third volumes of the complete Peanuts, which is, of course, is the book. So, Charlotte's story thus far. Supposed to be a female counterpart to Charlie Brown, mouthy, obnoxious, dominating personality, whose traits were given to Lucy, usually appears with Violet. And because some lady didn't like her being in the strip because of her lack of anything else, she was eventually killed in 1955. 1955 is when Charlotte Brown officially died. And here we are, 2019. 64 years later, a dead little girl will come back to life. So, the suggestion of it said that this update is going to be coming soon, which means a once dead character from the town of Charlie Brown will be rising from the grave. Yeah, something's going to be rising from the dirt, not necessarily the great pumpkin, because he's already here. I did a video on that. But yes, the dead little girl is going to come back. And my questions, I got a couple of questions. First and foremost, when they do her art for Snoopy's Town Tale, are they going to have the axe imprint in her head? Because literally, look at the picture in the video. Look at that. She literally takes an axe to the face. You know people don't survive stuff like that. Literally gets an axe to the face. And that's no regular axe. That's that old lumberjack axe too, which is unfortunate. So I'm thinking if they do bring her, well, they're not an if, this is happening. When she comes back, she's probably going to be a female antagonist. And I hope that the development team has a really good storyline. Damn, my timer again. Hold on, folks. Let me adjust that. Charlotte, you will have your justice, girl. You will be the first girl in the whole series of the little folks to rise from the dead. And you're probably going to be a very mad little girl, too, being dead for 64 years. I hope they explain this. I hope the development team, during the quest for her, they actually show her with a scar on her head denoting the axe. And they have some quests where she's just pissed off, like somebody attempted to murder her, but she survived. And the reason behind her death was she was in a coma for 64 years. Or for for a very long time. I wonder if the Schultzes, the son and the grandson of Schultz, had anything to do with this. Because, oh man, that's going to be crazy. So she's got curly brown hair too. Man, this is going to be interesting. I wonder how her quests are going to play off after everything is said and done leading up to her eventual death. But she does like roller coasters, apparently, because they're not going to have her not enjoy rides, since we're going to have a theme park based stuff. So stuff like the merry-go-round and the Ferris wheel that you guys might have already, you'll probably having a little bit more area to work with that. I'm looking very much forward to doing her quests, because yeah. And by the way, Elizabeth Swain, if you are still alive to this very day, and if you aren't alive and your descendants are alive, I just want to tell your living kin, the girl your ancestor killed just came back to life. And she's not going to be happy. But the joke's on you. The very girl that you wanted dead will live once more. Share your experiences. Actually, no, not your experiences, because you have none yet. Give me your honest opinions on how Charlotte Brown is going to work in Snoopy's Town Tale in the comment section below. Tell me what you think of her sad story. Do you believe that her coming back to life is justice towards Elizabeth Swain and her kin? Or is it justice simply because she needs the love like obscure characters in this series do? Either way, I'll be looking forward to your replies in the comment section below. And I hope you guys will be looking forward to more episodes of Snoopy's Town Tale once she gets into town. But for now, I don't even have goose in the oven for this. I'm just done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.